Right, so this is a very quick introduction to Diana Laurillard's 6 ways of learning. So just to let you know where we're going, we have acquisition, collaboration, discussion, investigation, practice and production. And we're going to cover these off reasonably quickly. So acquisition, learning through acquisition when they are, what learners are doing when they are listening to a podcast, reading, watching demonstrations of videos. In other words, they're absorbing ideas and knowledge. So if we draw a little T diagram and look at conventional face-to-face and a digital alternative, we have things like guided reading, physical paper, the same kind of thing you can have online, multimedia, web pages, so on. In a class, you can be listening to the tutor. Online, there can be videos, podcasts. In other words, a recording of the same content can be part of the online equivalent. Q&A in a class. Online, this can be in a forum. Emails. Not too much of that, hopefully. Chat. And such things as WhatsApp, voice thread. These responses online do not need to be typed. They can be recorded or videoed. All right, so that's acquisition. The next one we're going to look at is discussion. This is learning through discussion, explaining and talking about ideas and questions, challenging one another, responding to ideas and questions. Questions can be from a teacher or from the students, or they can be from books or other kinds of input. So again, a little T-chart, face-to-face and digital. So a discussion typically might be a tutorial type face-to-face event. Now this can be moved online, Zoom, and we have 2 types actually. We have the synchronous, which means you are all there at the same time, not the same place, and asynchronous, which means you're there at different times. The classic asynchronous is the online forum, just like a Facebook page. You type something up in someone's thread, they go away, you go away, they come write something, later on you see it, so you are in the same place but at different times. There can be discussions, think, pair, share. Probably one of the most powerful, simple face-to-face things, which are a strategy that supports discussion and interaction. You do this in slow motion online. So you have Zoom, you have forums, you might have Twitter, Facebook activities as part of your teaching and learning. Forums are also known as discussion groups and so on. So you have the online and digital equivalents of these face-to-face events. All right, moving on. The next one is collaboration. This is students or learners learning through collaboration, where a single output is generated by more than one person. So this is discussion, practice, production strategies to collaborate, builds on acquisition and investigation. Collaboration is social in nature, and it's about taking part in and contributing to the process of learning. In actual fact, everybody learns, those who know and those who are listening and engaging in other ways. So look at our T-chart again, face-to-face, small group activities, and using online small groups. Now in Moodle, you basically have your whole class and you put a few people into a group and they have their own forum where they can, the two main things you do here is share information in the forums and files. As well as that, you can plan. So much like email, forums have topics and threads and attachments. Build something. Online, a little different. In 1997, I took part in an international collaboration of people from America and New Zealand, and our design project was to source the specs and prices and provide a brief for a battery-powered, solar-powered pumping system for a west coast batch to get the water from down low where the water supply was to up high where the header tank was, with no mains electricity. That was an online project supported, and nowadays it'd be supported by video and text, chat and document sharing. So face-to-face has the digital equivalent. You can have things like Jigsaw face-to-face, Jigsaw online. So on problem-based learning, project-based learning, all can be done this way. So moving just a little bit faster now, third type of learning, investigation. The learner learns through investigation. Guide, the teacher, tutor, the brief guides the learner to explore, compare and critique the various texts, documents and resources that are part of the topic. So you're going out and you are finding stuff and working with it. Now, face-to-face and digital, again, you can use text-based guides. Your project brief, converted online. You can have shared documents online, report-ins, and so on. You can use digital tools to present, analyze, etc. Just like you can do your face-to-face work here, you can move this online. Next, production. Learning through production is the way the teacher motivates the learner to consolidate what they've learned. Students demonstrate their current understanding of the course concepts or how knowledge is used in practice in the workplace. Face-to-face and online, you might produce a report, and that has the online digital equivalent. Essay, article, model, story. Here's something interesting, a video. The face-to-face translates straight to online. The story can be video, read, audio. Each of the portfolios, the other artifacts, the quizzes, the flashcards, has an online equivalent. This is the last one, practice. Now, very important in the polytech sector, practice-based learning. In other words, out in the workplace, here the learning is through practice, allows the learner to adapt their actions to the task or the goal, and to use feedback to improve the next action. Okay, feedback may come from self-reflection, peers, teachers, or from the activity itself, if it shows them how to improve the result of the action in relation to the task goal. Oh, a little bit of complex reading there, but what is done face to face has a large measure here of shifting to the digital. Now, here we have labs, a little bit more difficult. Field trips. Now, reporting back here may be through some kind of e-portfolio, video, reflections. So what you do here in a face-to-face sense, maybe altogether you can do on your own, but still providing the reflection, still demonstrating the learning. And you can have virtual field trips. Simulations, easy to shift online. Interviews, easy to shift online. Case studies, again, you can use video. Lawyers at the University of Canterbury have some stunning case studies they have to deal with that have been put online. Alright, so that's a quick summary of these 6 things. Now, 6 ways of learning. Now this may seem very theoretical, but this gives you a bit of vocabulary, some concepts, some words to put around things so you can work together with other tutors and you can develop your work to move online in an engaging way that students can still learn even though they're not face to face in your classroom.